So my project is on the social structure of bottlenose dolphins in Bocas del Toro, Panama. This is actually a project I've been working on for 2 years with Dr. May Collado. So an introduction to it is Bocas del Toro is an archipelago on the Caribbean side of Panama, and there lives a population of bottlenose dolphins. As we talked about in class, bottlenose dolphins live in fission fusion societies. And the Bocas del Toro population is relatively small, isolated, and has high site fidelity. And so my question is really, what is the social structure of these dolphins? So the social structure of a population is very important to really understanding the population. If there's a lot of, specifically with dolphins, if there's a lot of like male-male partnerships, it probably means there's a lot of competition for mates. If there's just high associations between all the animals in general, something like disturbance can really cause an issue to them. And these dolphins are currently experiencing a lot of human disturbance due to an uptick in dolphin watching tours and boats in the area. So methods of data collection. So data were collected between 2004 and 2018, although the years 2005 and 2015 are not in the project that I created for this semester, unfortunately, because data was not collected in 2015, and data was not collected in 2005, and the data from 2015, unfortunately, there were some mistakes putting it together, so I wasn't able to get it together and ready in time for this. So dolphins were followed and observed from boats, where they recorded the behavior, the time, the location, and the number of animals in each group, and then photos were taken of the dorsal fins, which we then used photo ID to match the dorsal fins of known dolphins. And then unknowns were either recorded as unknown or named, as you can see from the two dorsal fin photos I have in this. Some are much easier to identify, like Bitey on the bottom than Jeff on the top. So their presences were recorded in a large master matrix, along with all the information that I said before about like location, time, and date. And then I converted all of that to a simpler matrix, and then I pruned that into a smaller matrix, only including dolphins that we saw at least 10 times. Although there are some dolphins we saw up to 92 times, meaning Bitey, the one on the bottom. And then I used a program called SOCPROG to analyze the associations using the half-weight association index, which is on the bottom. It really just looks at how often the dolphin was seen versus how often it was seen with another dolphin. So here's my first result. It's a hierarchical cluster analysis, which is the title of what that big chart is. So these are all the dolphins I included in it, and it really just shows who has the closest association with who. In a big chart, you can see there are 4 groups. They're colored, and those are just the different subpopulations within, or subgroups. That's how they like to associate. And then I also have a network diagram. The thicker the line, the closer associated they are. I know it's a little tough to see because they're all on top of each other. But as you can see in the middle, there's a big concentrated area, and then there are a few outliers. Really interestingly, the ones on the right, you can see zigzag on top. Those are all dolphins we haven't seen in a while. So interestingly, like as time has gone on, they've kind of been forced into their own group because they stopped associating with other dolphins. So the discussion, like you could see from the hierarchical cluster analysis, there are 4 main groups, and it's very likely these 4 groups are heavily influenced by their home range. And there's no significant evidence of sex-based association. Dolphins from both sexes seem to associate with each other kind of similarly. There are dyads and triads and stuff, and they don't really seem to be sex segregated. The majority of associations were in loose groups, but there were a couple very strong long-term associations. And the Bocas population seems to be similar to other smaller, more tight-knit communities of bottlenose dolphins, which was to be expected. So, like I said, I've been working on this research for a while, and I'm going to continue working with them. I'm not done with them. I'm hoping for winter break and the beginning of next semester to finish collecting the data, redoing 2015 and fixing it, and then running some more analyses, including looking at them on the basis of age, home range, behavior, and sex, and then hopefully it can get published. Thank you.